Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kids. It's been lovely to see a number of you subscribing this month to my channel, which I really appreciate. I hope you're enjoying my videos. Today I wanted to bring you my monthly video of showing all of my completed pages for the month of January, and I have a new video that will be coming after this, which is my January haul video, because I want to start doing monthly hauls for you, even if they're not that long, because I know lots of people like hauls and I really enjoy filming them. So I'm just going to get started. I've got quite a few different things to show you. I've got my art stuff to show you, a couple of extra bits that I did. I found this month I was really good at getting through some whips that I really wanted to complete, so I have managed to tick some off the list. So you know, they were quite, they were kind of halfway through done anyway, so I have actually managed to complete quite a few pages, but actually from scratch I haven't completed many all the way through. And I'll also show you my whips that I currently am working on. So I will move these out of the way and we will start with this picture. Now, this was a PDF that was free on Joanna Basford's website, and she has quite a few different ones, and I'm not sure exactly what this one was called or where it was from. I don't think it was from her free colouring book Flourish, but these are lovely little circular flower emblems, and I decided to colour them for Rosie Crafted Colours colour along for this whole year, which is Colouring Spooky 2021, and I really wanted to do something for it because it was such a fun colour along, and I decided to try and do Halloween type colours. Now obviously flowers aren't that spooky, but I thought that the colour palette kind of went well with the theme, so I went for mainly purples, greens and oranges with a bit of kind of this red colour and a bit of pink here and there, just to, mix it up a bit. I did use markers for this, just markers, and I was really pleased with how they blended as well. And then I used an Arteza white gel pen and also some Pentel Hybrid Dual metallic pens, and it was really fun doing this because even though these are the same circles, they are orientated differently. So what I decided to do was kind of alternate the colours between bits. I did keep some things exactly the same, like the flowers, these pink ones, but I did change up a few things. And then I mounted it on some purple card because I thought it would just bring out the purple flowers a bit more. So I'm really pleased with this, and this will be going in my PDF folder. It is quite small, it's not a full, picture. I did crop it a bit. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this, and thank you, Rosie, for doing this colour along, because otherwise I wouldn't have, thought of doing this. It was something a bit out of my comfort zone. And it does also go for Joanna January, hosted by Queen of Colouring, Leah, and also the PDF Colour Along 2021, hosted by Shalene. So I always try to incorporate my pictures with the colour alongs that are going on for that month or year, just to, give my appreciation to people who are coming up with these amazing colour alongs. So that is that one. We then have another kind of tutorial that I was trying out, and this was something new to me, and I followed a tutorial by Shelley, and on YouTube she has been doing a month-long colour along on backgrounds, and she's been doing a video almost every day on different types of backgrounds, and I was really intrigued by this one, and it is a bokeh background. It's something that I've never really done before this way. I have tried doing it a few times in my colourings, not very successfully to be fair, but I really wanted to try her method. So I did switch it up a bit. I think she did put ink on the background. I did have to use kind of a sponge to use it, and I used my pear tart colour that I got from my mum and dad for my birthday. So I put that down, and then I also used my Rembrandt pastels and a circle template to create all of the bubbles, and then I went in a bit with Arteza pencils just to add a bit of shading. So it was a really fun experiment, and I'm glad I did it on this paper because it's really nice paper. It's the Daler-Rowney Smooth Heavyweight, so there was just enough tooth for it really, and I'm glad that I have experimented with this because now I'd probably feel more comfortable trying it out in a book. Maybe, more towards a one-sided book, because I would just be a bit wary of the ink bleeding through, but I really enjoyed doing this one, and I'm looking forward to testing it out more. Okay, so we then have a page from the Disney Art Deco book by Hachette Heroes, and this is a newer book to me. This was very kindly gifted to me by Shannon, and I have already done another page in it, but the one I did this month was this page, and it's so cute. I really love this one. So I believe the pig is called Pua, and this is from Moana, and I had so much fun doing this. I used Arteza gouache for just a bit of the blue on the waves and also Pua himself. And then the background bit was already blacked out, but I decided to use my Fine Tech paints and my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens for the rest, to kind of accent everything and add a bit of glitter, because that's what I like doing on this book. The paper is great, it doesn't bleed through. The only thing I did have a bit of trouble with was a couple of the Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens. They ghosted a bit, but that was purely because I was layering a bit too much and I wasn't careful. So yeah, I really think it's such a cute page, and it was really simple. It only took me an hour or so, I want to say. I did have to wait for the gouache to dry a bit before I could then go over again. But this was for the Disney Birthday Bash 2021, hosted by Kate's Colouring Haven and Addicted to Colouring, which is Zoe. So they both have channels on YouTube, and it was their birthdays this month. So happy belated birthday to you two. I hope you have wonderful days, and I really wanted to join in on the colour along, and it was so much fun. So yeah, and it's also a small book as well, which is really nice. So that's Disney Art Deco by Hachette Heroes. Next we have Romantic Country by Eri, and this was a buddy colour with the lovely Rachel, who is Mini Rach on Instagram and YouTube. So this is my second page in this book. I did one a couple of months ago for Halloween, and yeah, it was this one. So as I said, it was a buddy colour with Rachel, and it was also for the background Uri, hosted by shellarty.x. So this one was done in Arteza pencils, and also my new Black Widow Monarch pencils, along with some of the other Black Widows. I did mix them up in a case, so they are all together in my type of order in terms of the colours. So I thought they went down really well on this paper because the paper's quite smooth. It was lovely to use harder pencils. I really like doing that with that sort of paper. So I used those, and then I used my clear jelly roll glaze for the mirror and the windows here and a couple of other bits, and then went over with my white Arteza gel pen because I wanted to give the effect of the mirror there. I used gold and silver gel pens as well, and also I used a few glitter pens by Giotto. I'm just going to grab them for you so you can see. These I've had for quite a while. I'm not sure if I've ever shown them on the channel before, but these are basically felt tip pens, and they come in 2 sets of 8. And this is the pastel set, so I believe there's a bright one as well. I haven't got those at the moment. But yeah, they're basically felt tip pens which have glitter. So the point is, you know, what you'd normally expect from a felt tip pen. But the colours are really vibrant, they're lovely, and I decided to use them on this page because when I was sorting through my colouring stuff a few months ago and, you know, trying to tidy everything up a bit, I rediscovered them. And I decided to put them on here. So I'm not sure if you can see, but on the tops of this bed, the pen is on there. You might not be able to see very well because of the lighting, but it was really fun to use them. And I was worried because last time I used them they did bleed through a bit, and they kind of did ghost. They are quite juicy, that's all I would say, but apart from that, they, you know, they're lovely. So again, it was really fun to do. Thank you so much for suggesting the buddy colour, Rachel. I really enjoyed it, and it was lovely to get back into doing this book because, as I said, my last one was quite a few months ago. So yeah, that is from Romantic Country by Eri. So next we have a page from Luna by Maria Troll. If you don't know already, I'm trying to work through this in order, just going page by page, and I did manage to do another page in it this month. Previous to this, I had done these kind of intro pages, and now I've done my first full proper page, which I'm really pleased about. So this goes for the Backgroundery, I think I'm saying that right, hosted by colouralongs, and also Finish the Whip January 2021, hosted by Sandra 994 _ Colourful Diary. So I am referring to all of the colour alongs that are on Instagram, and the people who host them on Instagram, you can find their pages as well. So I have been trying with this to use a limited amount of colours, and I did show last month what I was using on it, because this was a whip, I believe. So that's why it goes for that colour along. But I was using these, and these are the 12 Pablos and these are the 12 pastel Holbeins, and I think I'd started doing the bunnies. In fact, I remember now, yeah, I was doing them, and I really wasn't happy with how the brown ones were coming out because they were very yellow, and the reason for that was because I was just trying to use these colours, and when I was trying to blend them I was just using the brown and the yellow, and I only have a very, very dark brown, which didn't work very well. So I was actually sent these 12 Giotto skin tone pencils from my Uncle Jim and Auntie Lynn, who are lovely family friends of ours, and yeah, I was really excited to try these out, and they're really lovely. I absolutely love them. If you have these pencils, I think there's a bigger set of 50 or something. Let me know what you think of them. I really like them. They worked really well, and so I've decided to also incorporate these pencils into my small, well, it's not really small anymore, but the smaller array of pencils. So in this book I'm going to try and stick to just these. Originally it was just the Pablos, and now I've added to them because I did find it very hard to just stick to them. So I used the skin tone pencils on the brown rabbits and the girl, and I was really pleased with how the skin came out, and I also used it on her hair as well. So in quite a few places, but everything else was the other pencils. I did get one new green luminance pencil from the colour pencil shop, and I did use that a bit on the green. But yeah, it was so much fun, and the only accents that I did was with the gold Jelly Roll metallic and a white Arteza gel pen. So I really like these circular pages. I think I've said before, they're my favourite, and there are a lot in this book as well. So I also like the bordered ones, but this one's going to take quite a lot longer, I think. So I'll have to see how that turns out, but I'm excited to carry on. So that is Luna by Maria Troll. So next we have a whip, which I'm really pleased to have finished, and this is from Fairy Touch of Magic. Now this has been a whip for the longest time. I'm just going to move these out of the way because they're in the frame and it's not the best. Yeah, so this has been a whip for a very long time, pretty much since I got the book, and I'm really pleased to have it done. So it's this one. Now there were quite a few times during the month where I was going to go and reach for it, and then I wasn't really feeling motivated to do it, and then I think it was last weekend I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to finish it, and I really enjoyed doing it. So this is for the Backgroundery, hosted by colouralongs again, the Details Colour Along, hosted by Annie _ Colouring, the Candy Colour Along, hosted by Rox Elence, and Finish the Whip January 2021, hosted by Sandra 994 _ Colourful Diary. So that's quite a few there. This started out as part of a colour-a-thon that I did back in October half term, and up until that point I had done the background mainly and then started other things, but I kind of just left it. And as I've said before in quite a few videos, the thing that was really weighing down on me, I think, was the fact that I was going to go and have have to watch my own tutorial for the snail again, and watch tutorial for the strawberries, which kind of just slowed everything down because I knew I would have to, you know, go and colour them. And, you know, it did take quite a while, but I am pleased with it, and it did take me quite a while to embellish this, which was really fun to do. So I mainly use the Arteza white gel pen and some glitter Poscas, a silver Uniball Signo metallic, the gold Jelly Roll metallic, and the clear Jelly Roll Stardust as well. And then the other thing that I used were these new Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic glitter gel pens. So these are the new 7 colours. The ones that I used for the Joanna Basford picture that I showed you, they were the old colours, and these are the new ones. So these will be shown in my haul, and I'm really excited to try these. I saw these on Colouring K's channel, and they're gorgeous. They're so gorgeous, and I use them quite a bit. Oops. On the dresses and on various other bits with the glitter, so it was really fun using them and, you know, experimenting with the colours, because if you don't know what they do, the glitter is different to the actual liquid of the pen, so depending what surface you put them down on, they look different. So they look different on white paper and black paper, and they're amazing and they're so sparkly. So yeah, it was fun to finish this page, and I'm glad I had the motivation to finish it, because now I'm really looking forward to colouring more in this book. Okay, and we then have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford. I managed to complete 2 double spreads that were whips, and I also have another whip going on this month as well. So the first, well, this was actually the second of the 2 that I completed, but this is the first one in the book, so I'll just show it to you. The first one was this one, and this is the Wonder Room page. And for those of you who didn't know, I've actually had this as a whip since July. So this was a long time in the making. I am so pleased that it is done, because then I can just now move on with other pictures that aren't as detailed. There are a number of spreads in the book that are like this, but for me personally, when I coloured this first time around, this was the one that got to me the most, I think, because it was just the most detailed. The hardest thing was trying to keep it cohesive and, you know, not add too many random colours in and try and put them around the page. And the basis for me was doing all of the browns, doing the background, and then using the colours of the butterfly. So all of these colours that are the books here are the colours of the butterfly. So I tried to dot that around as much as I could, and then I started adding variations of the colours in. So I have the lighter blues, you know, the more ochre yellows and things like that. So that's what I was, you know, aiming to do, and I added in pinks and stuff. So yeah, I'm pleased that it's done. And this was for a lot of colour-alongs. The same colour-alongs are for the other page as well, so I'm not going to bother repeating them. So we have my January favourites 2021, which was Effie Colours. So I would probably say that this is my favourite book, and Joanna Basford is one of my favourite illustrators, so that's why it was for that colour along. Joanna January, hosted by Queen of Colouring, which is Leah. The Background, Uri, hosted by ShellArty.x. Nikki and the Inky Butterfly, hosted by Nikki and Niagara. She is doing a year-long colour along with this book, and a number of people in her Facebook page are trying to complete this. We have the Details colour along, hosted by Annie_Colouring. Finish the Whip January 2021, hosted by Sandra994_Colourful Diary. And then there's another colour along for the other page, so I will just say that one for that. So this page was a multitude of pencils, and like nearly all of my sets basically, and Arteza and Staedtler fine liners as well. For the accents, I kept it quite simple. I just used clear glitter jelly roll, a jelly roll glaze, the Uniball Silver Signo, and the jelly roll gold as well. So yeah, I did try and keep it quite simple. And the Arteza white gel pen, but I didn't go off and use loads of coloured glitter gel pens, because I just had spent so long on the page already, and I just thought it doesn't need many accents anyway. So that's that one. And then the other page we have, sorry, I've got all this paper here because of whips, is this double spread. This was also a whip, and I really didn't have that much done of this when I showed it to you last month. But again, I'm really pleased to have got this one done. I actually really enjoyed it when I started doing all of this bit, and I love it so much more than my other page in the last book. Again, it goes for all of the colour alongs that I mentioned. The only one that is different is that there is also the Defis My Janvier 2021, hosted by Emmy Snows, and that was to have most of your page in blue. So I do have the blue background here, and I do have blue in quite a number of places, so that's why I counted it for that colour along. The thing I really liked about this page was the fact that it was a bit broken up. You know, it wasn't a full double spread like the Wonder Room page. There were little bits that, you know, I could really spend time on, and it was really nice to have a small colour palette. It was the same thing that I did in the last book. I was trying to just stick to the colours of the butterfly and then use them all around the page, which is what I stuck to, apart from, you know, the lighter blue, which I think works really well and I like it. So yeah, I just used mainly Faber-Castell polychromos and Holbeins and a few Prismacolors. And then accents are exactly the same as last time. I did use my Uniball Signo silver glitter gel pen, and then the gold gel pen, and I don't think I used white gel pen actually. No, I don't think I did. And then the Staedtler fine liners and Arteza. So yeah, that was that page. I'm going to have a hard time putting this back now, I think. This greaseproof paper does not like to lie flat, so let me just see if I can put that over. Okay, that's all right, I can fix it in a minute. And the whip I have is this page. Now this is a buddy colour that I'm doing with the lovely Kate from Kate's Colouring Haven, and also Zoe from Addicted to Colouring. Kate has finished hers. I'm not sure if Zoe has yet, but I have not. I had quite a number of whips, as I mentioned, that I was trying to get finished, and then I was moving on to the body colours, and I actually have another one ongoing as well, which I'll show you in a minute, but I did have initially 3 this month, so we didn't really put a time limit on it anyway. It was into February as well, so that's fine. I'll definitely have this done by the end of next month. This has got to be one of my favourite pages of the book, and I'm really trying to take my time with it, because the one that I did in my last book I do like, but it was one of the first pages that I did, so it wasn't, you know, my favourite looking back at it now. So again, I've got the blue gradient, the same as the other page, and the brown and the butterfly. So that's what I've done so far, and it was quite fiddly going in with the background actually, because it was very detailed, but I am so pleased with how it's coming out so far. I don't think I'll do an actual background filling up this space. I think I'll just leave it. But yeah, that's that page so far. So that's what I'm working on in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I'll quickly just show you the pages that I was mentioning in my old copy. So we have the Wonder Room page, which I've shown quite a few times. We then have this page, which was the same as I was talking about, you know, the fact that I've used the same colours of the butterfly and then put it around the rest of the page. And then we have the keyhole page. So, you know, I'll change it around a bit, but yeah, I was still pleased with it. Okay, so the other whip that I have is from Fairy Celebrations, and this is another buddy colour with the wonderful Effie from Effie Colours. She has finished her page and it's absolutely stunning. And yeah, I am really excited to finish this. So let me show you where I've got up to so far. So this is the page that I'm working on. It's such a cute page. I have mainly used Holbeins and Prismacolor, and also some, oh no, the Black Widow Monarch for the background. So at the moment it's quite pastel like. There will be a, you know, more sort of bright colours, but I decided to start with what I was drawn to. So I started off with the cherry blossoms, and I actually followed a tutorial from Kat to Kylie Colours, and she's got a YouTube channel and it's amazing. So I followed it, and the embellishment for this was the Arteza white gel pen and a yellow Posca to add some dots. The dragons, I outlined their wings in white gel pen, and I was actually inspired by Colour and Chat with Sammy's tutorial that she did a while ago when she first started her channel for iridescent wings. So I followed that and really enjoyed doing that. It was so fun. I haven't added glaze yet. I'm not sure if I will. And then yeah, I did my strawberries again, and you know, have done other bits. So I'm really happy with how it's turning out, and I'm really looking forward to finishing it. It just took me a while because I was really enjoying, you know, taking my time with the wings and the cherry blossom, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So that's that one. And I did just want to say thank you so much to all of you who I've done, or I am doing, buddy colours with. I really appreciate it, and it's really fun to do, and I love, you know, talking with you and seeing your progress pictures. So yeah, thank you so much. And you know, if you ever do want to do a buddy colour, please feel free to reach out. I will always make time for them. And you know, it may just be that it needs to be a bit of a longer, you know, time scale, but yeah, I would love to do one. So that's Fairy Celebrations. I do have another whip, and this is the last from a book, and this is Florabunda. Now, I got this book quite a while ago for my last birthday, and I did start a few pages in it. I wasn't happy with it, but I have decided to come back to it and do a page for my mum for Mother's Day. And I'm following a Shirley XLY tutorial, and it's this page. Now, this is a very detailed page. All of them are detailed. I, you know, couldn't get away from that. They are. But I have really taken my time just doing this, and I'm pleased with it. And it's Prismacolors, and then there are a few light colours from the Faber-Castell pencils as a base. Shirley did actually use watercolour pencils, but I didn't have the ones that she was using, so I just used a light layer of the pencils. So I've still got quite a few of the hydrangeas to do, and yeah, so it's going to take me a while, but I've got a while. It's the 14th of March, so it's quite a while away. I'm going to change a few bits. My mum does know I'm doing it for her, and she just wanted a bit less of the yellow bits and the roses up here, so I'm just going to change around the colour a bit. But I think it'll be nice still having the yellow pops of colour on the hydrangeas. But I'm really pleased with it so far, and it's nice to get back into doing a Layla Dooley page because I have missed doing them, and it just is incredibly detailed. So that's Florabunda by Layla Dooley. Something I never thought I would do, which I'm really pleased to have started doing, is my first ever diamond painting. Now, I don't really know, really. I kind of have obviously been seeing them everywhere on people's channels over the last year or so, and I just wanted to give one a go. And I just searched up on Amazon a bee diamond painting. I don't really know where I got the idea from. And I found this one. So I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I am. That, you know, the fact that, it is repetitive in the sense that you're putting a diamond down and all of that. It's very different to colouring. It's not, my channel is not going to become a diamond painting and colouring channel or anything. I just wanted to show it to you, and eventually when I finish it I will show it in my completed pages, but I'm not going to start including it in my channel because I have enough going on with the colouring anyway, and this will just be something that I do every once in a while. I probably won't have one of these going on all the time, but I have really enjoyed doing it. So I have this little container that I have kept everything in. This is 30 by 30 centimetres, and it's 90 drills by 90 drills, and it's square, which I like. And there are only 19 colours, which I know for some people is not a lot. I think usually there are about 40 colours or something in some of the sets, but it came with everything. It was £8, which I couldn't believe, and I just thought, you know, I have to try it for that. So they come in these bags, which I've sealed up with washi tape, and you get all of the tools that you need. You've got the pen, the tray, and also the wax as well. So I've got everything I need here. It's absolutely perfect. So I'm really impressed with the quality. It's amazing. And if you haven't seen a diamond painting before, you pull this back and this is sticky, and it is really sticky. None of these have fallen off, which is excellent. So far, I'm not sure if you can make that out, but so far I have done all of this section here and then a few extras as well. So I've almost done a quarter of it actually, and I'd say this has only been about 2.5 hours work, which I didn't think it would be as quick as it is. The only thing I would say is that a couple of the colours are slightly off. As you can see, these flowers up here are a bit more peach toned than the flowers here. So that's the only thing really. And yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. So I'm looking forward to getting this done. You may see it in my February pages, but I'm not going to put that pressure on myself to try and finish it for, you know, that length of time. But we'll see. We'll see. Really like it. I also wanted to show you some artwork that both me and my mum have done. So the first thing is this, which I did from the Painting Floors with Gouache book, and I did this for my mum's birthday. And I'll see if I can find the tutorial for you. It's one of the first ones, I think. Yeah, it's this one. So as I showed in my haul for Christmas, this book is amazing. It gives you all the colours you need, and usually it's quite a minimal palette, which is nice. And then as you go through the book and you go through the tutorial, it explains in depth what colours you need, and you know, whether you need to mix them and things like that, and you know, when to apply extra layers. So it's really, really good, and you get loads of different tutorials in it. So I followed it, and then I decided to do a border of fine tech paint. So I did a nice red colour, and then I also put highlights with the paints that were watered down on the leaves and berries and things as well, because I thought it would just be a nice addition to it. So that was the first thing. And then these are the pictures that my mum has done for January and February. So I wanted to hold off showing these to you until she'd finished the February one, because we actually did them yesterday. So this one I think she used her watercolours for, and then she used my fine tech paints as well to add some shimmer, and I think it's really pretty. She really likes using them. They're amazing. So I think it's the 24 set of De Laroni paints. And then this one was the one that she did yesterday, and again, fine tech paints as well. And then the watercolour as well. So yeah, that one's really pretty. So she's only got one more of these now, because I did them for Mother's Day last year. So I think for the next months she's just gonna, you know, spend some time with me doing art or colouring. But yeah, it's been she's found it really fun doing these. So you'll see the final one next month in the completed pages. The final thing I wanted to show you was my art book. I have just started my new project because we currently can't finish our final pieces for our event project. So we've moved on to our fourth and final one, which is reflections. At first, I wasn't sure what I would do for it, but after doing a few things, I actually think it's a really strong topic title, and I'm really looking forward to trying more things out with it. So I actually this time around have a spiral bound book, and we could have gone and got a sketchbook from school, but I actually prefer spiral bound stuff anyway, and you know, in terms of a sketchbook. So I was really pleased to find this one for a really good price on Amazon. I'm just going to turn this over without knocking the camera. So this is a Pink Pig make as well, and I love the quality of these books. This is my title page. It's a bit big to be able to show you the full thing. Let me just turn it over. So this was my title page. I'm just going to turn it sideways so you can kind of see this bit up here. So my idea for this was to reflect nature with man-made. So we have reflection written here with a silhouette. And then we have reflection, then reflected, but with the nature. So yeah, I was kind of going along the idea of, you know, nature's being destroyed and replaced by man-made buildings and things like that. So that's, yeah, kind of where I was heading with it. We kind of have to pick a topic out of the 4 sections to then explore more. And what I've decided to do is kind of explore man-made items, but in the shape of nature. So, you know, it's quite interesting. I'm enjoying it. But the other spread that I have done so far is this one. And this is my kind of mind map page. So you basically have to write a bit about each of the 4 sections that are given in the exam paper. So this is going to be really hard to show. I should have zoomed out the camera a bit. But up here, there's man-made. And then we have environment, people, and then you can't see, but natural world's up there. And then the main bit that I wanted to do was do a timeline of the Coca-Cola. So it's not entirely accurate, but it doesn't really matter. So it spans all the way from 1899 and then all the way up. And these are all pencil drawings. And I'm really really proud of myself. It did take quite a while, and I am currently starting other things, but I haven't finished them yet, so I won't show you. But yeah, that's what I've done so far for my project. So it's really fun getting back into doing sketchbook work, because, you know, we have been working on our final pieces and it is quite a lot of work for those, but it's nice to, yeah, start this project. So that's everything that I have to show you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed. As always, these are some of my favourite videos to film, and I always love watching them. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.